Hello everybody, welcome back to Screen Stars and welcome to my collection update video for October 2019. I can't believe we're getting to that time of the year, it's all getting closer to Christmas. So I'm going to show you what I've been picking up over these last few weeks. Now, the video I did last month, I remember saying that I hadn't picked up any box sets that last month. I like box sets, I quite like collecting box sets. I didn't have any last month, but I've certainly made up for that this month. I have got 3 new box sets this month, so I'll start by showing you them first. And the first one I have got is the Rocky collection on Blu-ray. The Undisputed collection includes all the films, and the reason why I got this one, there's a couple of versions of this box set, the Rocky ones. This one has got really good extras. It's got a bonus disc with over 3 hours of special features. And it looks a better package than the other one, which is just kind of a bit like a vanilla package with just the films in, really. So you open it up and it's got all the movies in. Very nice set. So that's what it looks like inside. So I'm really pleased to pick that up. I've been waiting to pick this up at the right price. It is quite easy to pick up, but the right price is something that's key for me, and I got it at the right price. The next one I got as well, and again I've been waiting for the right price for this one, is the XMen Collection. It's got all 8 films. Well, it hasn't. There are films missing. It doesn't. For example, it doesn't have the new one on there. So it's got X-Men, X-Men 2, X-Men The Last Stand, X-Men Origins Wolverine, X-Men First Class, X-Men Wolverine, X-Men Days of Future Past, and X-Men Apocalypse. So obviously there's just Logan missing from that, and the new one that's just come out this year. And so this comes out and it's in like 3 here. So you get this one. This one has got Origins Wolverine and the Wolverine in that package there. This one has got the X-Men trilogy, so you've got X-Men, X-Men 2, X-Men The Last Stand. And this one has got the Beginnings trilogy, so you've got First Class, Days of Future Past, and X-Men Apocalypse. So a really nice box set, a really nice price. I was really pleased with the price I paid for this. So that's another nice box set to add to the collection. And the next box set, I'm even happier with this one. I've been waiting to pick this one up for the right price, and this is the Star Trek Stardate collection. 10 original movies with additional content, so you get all the movies from the original Star Trek crew, Kirk, Spock, etc., right up to the Next Generation crew, but it doesn't include the newer films with Chris Pine, etc. It's a really fantastic package, this. You open it up, you get a lovely, and I'll just show you this, you get like a lovely booklet, some nice pictures in there, and it talks about the movies and all the extras you get on each one. And then you get some brilliant extras on this. You get, each of the films come with some nice extras, but also you get 2 bonus discs. You get one with Star Trek Evolutions and one with the Captain's Summit, and that's with Kirk, Spock, Jonathan Frakes, Patrick Stewart, and Whoopi Goldberg, who they all sit down and they have a chat about their thoughts on Star Trek and their history and their passions and all that kind of stuff. And it's I've seen it before, it's brilliant. And the Star Trek Evolutions, it's like a big documentary on Star Trek, basically. So it's an absolutely brilliant little box set, this. And they all come, I'll just take this out of here. You could take the thing out and it's got all the discs in there, and I'll just drop one, so I'm not going to open them anymore. That's it, it's in. Really chuffed with that box set. I've been looking to pick that up for a long time. I like the Star Trek films. yes, some of them you could argue are better than others, obviously, but it is like that with most films that have been going for a long series. Right, so those are the 3 box sets that I've picked up. I'm really pleased with them, and what she'll get on with now the other films that I have picked up. And I've just recently done a top 10 list of my films in my collection that I haven't seen yet. Well, I've added a few more this month that I haven't seen, and this is one of them. Bad Times at El Royale. I never got a chance to see this at the cinema when it came out. I always liked the idea of it. It's got a great cast: Chris Hemsworth, Jeff Bridges, Dakota Johnson, John Hamm. It sounds really cool and interesting. Let me know if you've seen this film, what you think of it. But I thought I'd pick it up because the price has dropped on that pretty nicely now. The next one I never picked up, but I thought I'll give it a go. I've never watched this before. San Andreas. I'm not a huge fan of disaster films in general, and this just looked pretty generic to me. Comes in the sleeve. It's like a holographic cover. So it was cheap enough. I thought I'll pick it up and give it a watch. It's probably going to be fairly entertaining. Dwayne Johnson's films usually are. So I shall give that one a go for sure. The next one I picked up, this one was only 50p, and it's one of those rental copy ones, so it's one I definitely won't keep in the collection, but I like possession films, and this stars Jeffrey Dean Morgan, so I will give this a watch and review it on the channel. Quite enjoying watching scary movies with the wife at the minute, which would, you know, and I expect this one is not going to be brilliant, but I'll give it a go. I like the cast, I like the concept, why not? I can't remember if I showed this one last month or not. Please let me know if I did in the comments. The Lost Boys. What is there not to love about this film? 80s classic. A lot of extras. So delighted to pick that up. Another one I haven't seen. I don't know why I haven't seen it. I know it's got brilliant reviews. The Babadook in the sleeve. So I know this is supposed to be fantastic. I'm going to watch this with my wife one night. I'm hoping it's as good as all the coverage claims it is. Everything gives it 9 out of 10s and 5 stars, 4 stars, all that kind of stuff, so I hope it lives up to the hype. This is a film that I've watched and reviewed on the channel a couple of years ago. I think it's pretty good. First time I've seen it, so I picked it up. The Belko Experiment, a bit of a battle royale type film. Great cast, written by James Gunn. You've got a lot of people in there you'll recognise: Tony Goldwyn, Michael Rooker. So it's got a cast that quite a few recognisable faces, and it's quite entertaining. It's a decent horror film. Nice concept as well. So if you want to see my review on that, it will be somewhere on the channel in the horror section. Absolute classic next. John Carpenter's They Live. I just love that sleeve as well. Mountains of extras on this. Really looking forward to checking this out. It's a few years since I've seen it. It's got one of the best fight scenes between Roddy Piper and Keith David in this film. It just goes on forever. It's brilliant. Classic film. Another one I haven't seen, and this was very cheap, and I looked on IMDb. It's got a good rating. It's got Shalto Copley in it, Open Grave. I really like the idea of this one. It reads really good, it sounds really interesting. Let me know in the comments if you've seen this. It's in the sleeve. So is that a decent horror film? Let me know if you've seen it. Got this one next. The Thing, not the original. This is the remake from think we just lost sound for a second there. Sorry, it was my controller that turned off. So I think this film is pretty decent. I think they ruined it with the effects. If they'd have stuck to the practical effects, I think this film would be far better remembered. But because the studio scrapped those effects and went with the CGI instead, it kind of spoiled the film. There's no getting away from it. The CGI in this spoils the film. It could have been so much better. But their attention to detail and tying two movies together is really, really fantastic. And the next one here, and it's still got a price on it, I picked this up in a charity shop. It's not often you see Blu-rays in charity shops, but this one was in there, and I've not seen it. Johnny Depp, Christian Bale, Public Enemies, gangster type film. It was something like £1 in a charity shop, so I thought I'll pick that up and give that one a go. Great cast, and I think it's a pretty well received film as well. And the last one I've picked up, and this I paid a little bit more than I would normally for something like this, but I was feeling a bit flush at the time, and it's one of my favourite films from the 80s. It's just a timeless classic. The Cannonball Run. Absolutely love this film. It's so good. Great cast. Burt Reynolds, Roger Moore, Farrah Fawcett, Dom DeLuise. It's just amazing. I just love it. And it comes with, get like the 2 discs in there, and you get an absolutely brilliant booklet. I'm going to show you here, that really gives you loads of information on the film. It's got interviews in there from the cast, Roger Moore, people like that. Talks about how Jackie Chan was cast and all that kind of stuff. Dean Martin and Sammy Davis Jr. information. It's a really, really nice booklet. I really enjoyed reading it, and it comes with a really nice set of features and extras. It's got like a little mini documentary, interviews with Roger Moore and all that kind of stuff, Steele's Gallery. So it's a really nice package, and like I say, I wouldn't normally pay as much for something like this. I'd probably wait for it to get it cheaper because it's an older film, but I just really wanted it in my collection, so I got it. So I absolutely love that film, Cannonball Run. So that's it. That's everything I've picked up for the month of October 2019. I hope you found it interesting, some of the things I picked up. Let me know in the comments which interested you the most, and please leave me a comment if you've seen any of those films that I haven't seen as yet. Hopefully I'll get around to watching them fairly soon and do some reviews for them as well, for the ones that I haven't seen. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. Of course, I'll see you next time for more content on Screen Stars.